told the truth. You know what I'm saying? Listen, Donald Trump pulling the National Guard out, and he pulling the FBI and the CIA and the ABC and the 123 and sending them into the inner city. He need to. Listen, these young boys are running around with Glocks with switches on them. Do y'all understand that they have guns, that they're pulling the trigger one time and it's shooting 50 bullets? Bro, listen, all these young dudes that's running around out here like this, that's killing for no reason and just like they're in this death cult, they need to be sentenced to federal prison, bro. They need to be sentenced to the electric chair, bro. They're killing people for no reason. And y'all acting like Trump is just doing this. Bro, listen, the inner city of Black America, bro, with all of this nonsensical violence, it has to stop, bro. It ain't even about no money. It used to be about money. Like, they're just killing each other for fun, bro. They're serial killers, bro. Yes, he needs to send he needs to send whoever he got to send in there to arrest and do whatever he got to do. You know what I'm saying? And listen, I used to be on the too, bro. Listen, get a job, go pay taxes. The dope game is over with, bro. The streets is over with, bro. If you in the streets now, you deserve to go to prison. You're an idiot. Period.
Mm. Said a lot. It's heavy. So with that being said, I want to add context, and spark a conversation, man. So basically, what happened is in the DC area, a part of Trump's plan to y'all mute your mics, so I hear some noise. A part of Trump's plan to help kind of down downsize the amount of crime that's going on. Basically, he started with the worst cities, and in the DC area, he said he want to start with that. I watched some of his interviews and talking. He was saying it ain't no way that some of the worst crimes should be down the street from the presidential office. He said it looks bad. He say it makes us look like we're not doing our job as leaders and as protectors of law and ambassadors of the law. And he said it's quite embarrassing. And he said at this point it's time to make some changes. Let me also add some to this. He also let it be known that one of his biggest missions as well is to fight the war on fentanyl. Now, let me say this. Fentanyl is a white man's drug. Meth is a white man's drug. Let's make that clear. And so for this man to specifically target those two drugs lets me know it's not about color to him. Because if you gonna have a war on meth and fentanyl, you clearly ain't gonna catch you ain't gonna lock a lot of niggas up on that. Meth, fentanyl, white folk drugs. So that lets me know he keeping it G on that. He ain't making it a racist thing. But my I guess the topic is Black politics. What are y'all thoughts on it? And are we kind of out the bar when it comes to politics or what? And of course y'all can incorporate this subject. I want y'all to incorporate that specific situation, what's going on in the DC. And also keep in mind, in the first week that he did that, it hadn't been one murder. When before that, it was like 34 shootings and like 10 murders the week previous. And a lot of people out there, a lot of blacks are actually happy. They're like, yes, we needed this shit. Then you got some that are kind of, like, oh, he just want to lock niggas up or whatever. But again, I'm just opening up that conversation. I want to start with trust, and then we can kind of go into the conversation back and forth or whatnot. Trust, what's your thoughts on this whole thing?
It's always a good thing to get crime off the street. You know what I'm saying? I'm not against him getting crime or getting people who are breaking the law off of the street. However, in Washington, D.C., if you look at the numbers, crime was down from a year ago. already. So it ain't like crime was peaking. You know what I mean? It ain't like crime was peaking. And then to say this too, I gotta say this too. Can hear me? Y'all can hear me? We gotta listen to wording. Cause see, when crack hit the street, it was a war on drugs, right? Fentanyl on the street, white folks out here doing the fetty lean or whatever they calling it. They doing the fetty lean. It's an epidemic. You see what I'm saying? Wording plays a real big part, and I think it's a very fine line. And don't get me wrong. You know, I don't hate Trump. You know what I'm saying? I don't hate Trump. You know what I'm saying? I don't I don't feel like no government entity can improve black lives in America. I feel like it's up to black people in America to improve our situations and get us to where we need to be as black people. You know what I'm saying? So I never put the blame or nothing on the politicians. I want to make that clear. I want to make that clear, but we have to pay attention. It's a fine line between the wording of what they wording, because they not finna be giving white folks 100 years for selling Fetty Wap. They just not gonna do it. And they was hiding a lot of black men over crack. It's a lot of boys still ain't came home for selling crack in the 90s.
Well, let me ask you this, Trust, because everything you're saying is right, but a lot of what you're saying is past history. Trump has not been a part of none of that, including the wordplay. You know what I'm saying? Trump never called it an epidemic. Trump saying he locking their ass up. Trump ain't really been, he ain't been doing, Trump he hasn't been doing, oh, well, this is an epidemic and their victims. Trump, Biden was talking about this epidemic and open up funding for programs. Trump say, we're going to lock them bastards up. Trump on some other shit, bro. I ain't going to lie to you. He different, dog. He really not a politician, dog.
Yeah, because the fentanyl problem, man, it is definitely a problem. But and we can't just say it's a white drug no more. Because when was the last time you got a glimpse of what's going on in Baltimore?
Well, what I'm saying is it's predominantly used by whites. Crack was predominantly used by blacks. So that's what I mean when it's more. Okay. So in other words, if they do a war on it, more of them gonna get locked up than anybody. Now I can say this: he does have the power to inflict that war, but we also got to be mindful. Trump can't control the local judges that take the cases. You know, that's a hard battle to fight. Now he can't save us. He can't. You know, he can only do so much. He can't tell a judge, "Oh, don't you let him slide."
I beg to differ.
He
probably can't say it, but he can definitely influence.
Let me tell you something. My grandpa used to say these 50 countries, not 50 states. Trump cannot single-handedly make every judge in every county in the United States of America.
No, exactly. Not every, but he can influence some.
No, he can't. You got to remember, you got Trump haters. Half the judges don't even like him.
Yeah, but not a lot of them are. A lot of them are not brave enough to even come out and tell you they don't like him, because he'll threaten your job. He will threaten your job. He will threaten your career. He will threaten things of that nature. He's done this before to high politics.
What thought you were watching Johnson?
Nah, I disagree with that.
Well, a judge is an elected
official. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah. He can't tell no judge. He can't influence no judge. All these judges, you know how many judges, you know how many counties it is in America. So what I'm saying
Republican,
even with him going hard on it, he still is limited, right? Those judges, they feel powerful. They don't necessarily give a fuck about him, who he is. They feel powerful in their own right, in their own town. Same with these sheriffs. Man, these sheriffs hold court on their own ground. Man, let me tell you something. You think the Harris County Sheriff gives a fuck about Houston being a Democratic city? You think the Harris County Sheriffs give a fuck about the Houston mayor if the mayor is Democrat?
I know they do.
Yeah, I
But
know
wait,
they do.
let me say this.
Right. Yeah, they do.
But you think it's going to affect?
I don't mean to turn.
Rich, do you think it's going to affect their agenda? Harris County Sheriffs is on some Harris County Sheriff shit.
Yes. When them black girls did that Democratic all the way across and knocked some of them Republican dudes out of there that hadn't been challenged, that's how that little Mexican girl got in there. See, that's the power. They all ride together. So anybody that's Republican, Trump got his finger on them. If he don't, he got it on their boss. And their boss gonna tell them, hey, this is what we need to do.
This is what we need you to do.
Why you think Greg Abbott, the wheelchair,
but you prove
doing exactly what Trump said? Because
you're proving my point, y'all. Not all sheriffs are on the Republican side. Not all judges are on the Republican side. You're proving my point. That's what I'm saying.
I agree with your point, though. On that point, I agree with you. Both it's not all of them.
His leverage only goes so far.
Only on Republican. If they Republican, they part of him.
That's all I'm saying.
Democrat is the only people against him. Democrat.
That's all I'm saying.
You got to ride with him like a gang member. You can't challenge it.
But here's my thing. That's why I say Republican or not. If that white judge look at this white boy that got caught this case fentanyl, he gonna make a personal decision and say, yeah, that's mine. He mine. I'm gonna give him probation. We don't have no control over that. I mean, Trump don't have that type of control. That individual judge is going to make his decision based off how he feel about who in front of him.
And who can come over and veto that decision?
Just like we got black judges too. So if a nigga coming there, shit, niggas can be back. Like that white boy, I'm gonna get you.
Who can veto that? Who can veto that judge decision?
You know what I'm saying? A black judge can do that too. Yeah, you crackers, y'all been locking up my nigga. Yeah, you got caught with what, 60 grams of fentanyl? That's 30 years.
They're not gonna be able to do it. The black man,
who can pardon that person? Who can pardon that guy that got 30,000 years or whatever? Who can pardon him?
That's a whole nother conversation, fam.
It shows the power. It shows the power and the influence.
But his influence still only getting stretched so far.
So far, I agree with you. So far, we both agreeing on that part. So you're right, Rock. You're right on that.
United States, his influence is all over. Trust me, he's the top dude. He's CEO of America.
We're not being realistic, man.
How we not being realistic? He talked
because he does not have his hands. His hands does not puppet everybody in this country. It's a reason why this country
saying
is
that, Rock. We agree with you on that part. It's not everybody, but he does have influence on certain people.
This is not China.
He has influence on certain people. Certain people he has influence on. Certain. Listen to the key word. Certain people. So we agree.
We talk about a man who done changed all the laws he wanted to change, bro. We talking about the man who just put martial law on a United States country for no reason.
He did not. See,
I'm just saying. I'm down with it.
We're calling it that.
Okay, I'm saying I'm down with him. I'm a Trump supporter.
I know, but
I am a supporter. So I'm saying, so don't get it twisted.
We labeling it that. Democrats are labeling it martial law. It's called spear mongering because they trying to keep from losing their fan base. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna sell to the Democrats. Hey, he's doing martial law. Don't y'all take this? Let's protest. This is evil.
See, martial law is bigger than what we're thinking. If a president vote, if a president facts, if a sitting president invoke martial law until he uninvoke martial law, he could stay president. That makes
it. That's not the topic of conversation.
I know. I'm just saying it's a method. It's always somebody intent. They do shit with intent.
That's not the topic of conversation. The conversation is not about martial law. I'm confused. We didn't draft We done drifted so far away from the actual topic. The topic
is what?
About black in politics.
Black and politics.
Yeah, I literally stated that. I said that after the thing. It was about a conversation about blacks and our views on politics. What is that? Are we fucked up with politics? Why do we make everything about race? You know what I'm saying? Because you got Democrats, you got Republicans. Then you got some in the middle.
I don't think us in politics, I don't think that we have a say in politics. We think we do, but we don't. I don't think that the elite of the world will let the people with less money and don't know how to manage money or how to run anything pick a person to run them. I don't think it works like that. I think they just do that to let us get the popular vote to see how the country going, which way, and then they figure it out. I just don't believe that they let a bunch of American people that don't have shit vote is the one that's going to run the world for the rich people. I don't think they think like that. I don't think they think that much of us. I think they think a lot less of us. You know what I'm saying? You can tell with the school system and how they set everything up. So I don't see us in politics it's all in water.
So my thing about it is this, bro. Like ever since I've been able to watch and keep track of like presidential campaigns and all that shit, I'm gonna tell you the one common factor that I see, bro. And maybe it's shit that I don't see personally, or I'm seeing with my own eyes. But what I noticed is this: they'll run all the presidents that's then ran. They'll run some type of game to get the black vote, right? Oh, well, we'll do this for the black community and we'll do that. But then when the black people ride, okay, we're gonna go vote for him. They don't do shit for us. So when I'm at with politics is I don't give a fuck who in the office. I'm gonna still go do what I gotta do because I know they ain't gonna do shit for me.
There you go.
That's how I feel about politics as a black man. That's it.
I would like to say this part on ending what Yogi just said though. I always say this, and I could be crazy, and I know some people gonna think crazy when I say it, but I figure we as black people need to go where we are. I want to say wanted or appreciated. Let's go back to Africa, man. Let's go back to Africa and let's build our land. Let's go build our land. Let's build us a land.
He say that a lot too because he tells me that.
Right, man, go back somewhere. And I'm not sure. I had to depend on somebody like Rock or somebody to tell me how that particular demographic is over there. But I'm not gonna lie. I want to be somewhere where people look like me, and I'm not judged because I'm this black. I'm a pretty black ass nigga, man. And most of the times when I move black around, I know it. Hey, man, I get it. But on the same token, I want to be appreciated just for being the person that I am. I'm a really good person. I don't know if anybody know that, but I really am. But if you judging what I look like, then of course, you can be somewhat intimidated, I guess.
I'm not all the way in love with America quality, but I'm not moving to Africa.
I ain't
going to Africa, man.
I'm not African, so I can't do it.
You can go there. You can go there.
I ain't African, so.
But I do agree with.
Let's move to Canada.
But I do agree with both of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Politics. I feel like politics does nothing for blacks in America. You know what I'm saying? And us as blacks, we got to realize that and start doing something for us. You know what I'm saying? I believe we can build something right here in America.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's been done before. You know, of course, we can say that, okay, well, when we did it this time, they did that and they did this and they did, which exactly. They did. You know what I'm saying? But consistency is the name of the game.
It is.
Consistency is the name of the game. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing, man. We gotta start building shit for our own shit. Buying up land.
Now, can we be consistent?
I saw something the other day about how they got a group of white folks buying up land, making white-only towns.
Yeah.
So,
but can we be consistent like that? Can we as a people be consistent?
No,
we can't.
No, we can't.
Have you seen? Wait, Trust. Have you seen it before?
This was my segue.
Trust, have you seen it before?
Was my segue. I'm being sarcastic. This was my segue. I'm gonna tell you why we can't. Because some of the same shit that I just heard spewed in the last 5 to 10 minutes. Look, let me tell you something. You can't beat a nigga in chess playing checkers. We here. We here. Politics is the fucking game. Now, is that the end all be all? No, it's not. It's not. It's not at all. Here's the problem. The problem is with niggas, we only cater and invest ourselves, I'm saying as a whole, into popular politics. See, we love everything that's fucking popular, even if we don't even have knowledge of it. You want to know what's popular politics is? The presidential race. Now, you break that shit down to the governor, to the mayor, to the fucking mayor, to your city district, council district representative. Most of us don't even know our council district representative name. See, that's the problem. We're playing the game wrong. We want to go all the way to the top and play the game and feel like we supposed to have some type of leverage, but when we supposed to start down here. In fact, your local vote is 1,000 times more powerful than your presidential vote.
Exactly.
It's 1,000 times more powerful.
Yeah.
I got a better one for you. Most niggas ain't even never been to their town hall meeting, the one town hall meeting in their fucking community. They have them every month. The problem is us. We know what we up against. Think about this. What's the majority race in the population in the country? You got whites, then you got Hispanics, then you got blacks, then you got Asians, then you got Middle Easterns, then you got Indians. Why is it that they get more done through politics than us? And we're the third most in the country, including Hispanics. You want to know why? Because they know how to play the game. They put their money together. They invest. They do all these little things. They start with the individual.
I don't think that's politics, though.
Hold on, that is a part of politics. Yes,
A
it
part
is.
of it, but not all of it.
That's economics.
Exactly. That's economics.
That's economics.
Politics. Politics has its branches. What are you talking about? What I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is you start with the local community, the local neighborhood. Then you go into the what? The city. Then you go into the what? The counties. Then you go into the what? The state. Then you go into the what? You go into the presidential. We were just at your daughter's school. All that is a part of group economics. That's a part of politics. All that shit leads up to politics.
Yeah, see, I'm seeing it totally different than you are on that. See, what I'm saying, let's take Northwood Manor Homestead area, Northeast area, right? Let's take that for example, right? So now, if we build some economic structure in just that area, you know what I'm saying? What a dollar is staying in that area. You see what I'm saying? What a dollar is staying in that area. I feel like that's where the power comes in. I don't feel like the power is in a vote, if that makes sense.
I didn't say that. I'm saying this is a part of it. I never said it's the whole totality of it, and that's supposed to work alone. It's a lot of mechanism to this machine. It's a lot of pieces to the machine. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is most of us don't even know our local congresswoman or congressman. That's the problem within itself. We don't even know who represents us to even have a say-so in what's being implemented.
Can I chime in right quick?
See, here's the thing. Here's what I'm saying. Too many niggas, we love complaining and saying what everybody else not doing when the person who's not doing what they need to be doing is in the mirror.
Let me chime in here. Listen, y'all.
Blame everybody else too much.
Listen. Let me explain something. That's all good in a perfect world, but I'm speaking for real. I'm gonna speak real right now.
I'm speaking for real.
I'm not. It's not a debate about you. It's not to go. Hey, can we make a rule where everybody get 3 minutes to speak, and after 3 minutes you get cut off? Just 3 minutes. That's
the first one to fail.
Okay, I know how to talk within 3 minutes if I can talk.
But you're gonna be the first one to fail. But go ahead.
You see, now I got to go back and forth. So that you see, what I'm saying that, but I didn't have to. I'll keep
That's
it
the way
talk.
it is. Go, nigga.
What I'm saying is, keeping it real is, how in the fuck is we as a people gonna worry about this, that, and the other when we trying to keep our lights on, our water, feed the kids, make sure this happening? We are trying to stay alive. We are struggling to make it. And so whatever they got going on, I don't care about. I mean, I'm not saying I don't. I'm just saying the people, they don't care about the Congress dude or this dude or who the judge or who that. Don't get in trouble. You don't have to see none of the motherfuckers because you're trying to go to work. You're trying to be a family man. It's so much other shit in front of you that you can't even really focus on that and give it to your attention. The motherfuckers that do that already got money and they seeking power and position and they got time to do that. But the everyday man, he ain't got time for that because he gotta make it till tomorrow.
Victim Olympics.
And this, I'm
Victim
not saying
Olympics.
All right. I'm not speaking victim. I'm talking fact.
Nigga, that's victim talk, nigga. Yo, lights on, nigga, that's your motherfucking problem. What the fuck that have to do with the community?
All right.
But them same niggas
hey, no, you right. You right.
Them same bitches who standing in the line for backpacks and laptops for their kids got $200 weave in their head. What we talking about?
I'm back to what I said. I'm talking about men. I ain't talking about women with $200 hair in their head.
Jordans on. And behind in child support.
What? Okay. Hey. I can't. When he get that white rage like that, I have to let him go.
You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go.
I didn't let it go because I know he turned to Aubrey. He Aubrey Graham right now. He's gonna be all right.
Sometimes you say is insane. I be like, how did you? I be like, you're really rationalizing what you're saying.
It's fact, man. It's the real world.
It's fact.
Ask the audience. Ask the audience.
It's opinion. Yeah, it's his opinion. He's entitled to that.
They gonna tell you.
Yes, he's entitled to it, and I'm entitled to respond to that crazy ass opinion.
But that doesn't make you right or make him wrong. It doesn't make you wrong or make him right.
I didn't say that. This is just how I respond to some crazy shit.
They might think you crazy.
It's gonna but I understand his crazy. I understand yo crazy too. So I get both of y'all. Both of y'all are making legitimate points.
If a man is trying to make it and struggling with it, got a decent job or whatever, have you doing, you ain't really focused on that because your life is going good. Your house paid for, your car, your family good, you doing good.
I got you, T-Ben. That's a great comment. T-Ben put a good one out there, Rock. Take a look at that.
Come on. What they say?
Thank you.
You can take some club nights off.
Thank you.
He meant to say learn about their local politics. He's correct. He's correct. But I mean, there's a lot of things we can do. The question is, are we going to?
How many of them graduated? How many graduated? I'm just saying. So how much they gonna want to learn?
Victim talk.
That ain't victim talk. That's fact. If you don't talk facts, you'll never know what the problem is.
And that's why we're fucked up. Victim talk.
Ain't nobody a victim. Ain't none of these niggas or nobody out here think they're a victim. I'm telling you, you say they got $200 Jordans on and $300 hair. They damn sure think they the victim. They think they the shit. So they not talking victim. Excuse me. Ain't nobody said, oh, help me, man. Ain't nobody on that bullshit.
It's what they prioritize.
Yeah, they prioritize.
But a lot of the mindset is like that. I told y'all a couple of weeks ago, the biggest form of slavery was actually not chains. It was this, bro. It was the mind.
Yeah.
And how do you think we break away from that?
Yeah, because you program.
What do you mean? How do we break away from that? That's
you say the biggest form of slavery is the mind, right?
Yep.
How do you break away from mental slavery?
How?
It's a lot. Read, knowledge, wisdom, having peers. If you're blessed with that, looking up mentors. We know everybody don't get it. Not saying it. But again, when it comes to that type of conversation, see, this is what kills me about victim talk. Because victim talk, there's never going to be a solution to it.
No. That's why I asked the question. That's why I asked the question. how do we break away from mental slavery? Because I'm all about solutions. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm all about solutions.
I'm gonna say this. We in a time where we really know the answer. It's about actually practicing it. Because our people before us practiced it. Our people before us practiced it. Now, somewhere down the line, we gave the fuck up. But guess what? You don't give up in war. Have y'all ever talked to somebody who's been in a real war? You don't give up. When you keep losing soldiers, you don't give up. We lost the Vietnam War. But you want to know what the number one goal was? No matter how many soldiers they lost, keep fighting. Somebody got to get home.
Hey,
we got to have that same mentality, dog. We've had black towns. Yes, they burnt them down. Yes, we've had black owned bank. Yes, but when the fuck did we start quitting though?
Who we fighting?
Niggas just became a product of their environment, bro. They thought their environment was the end all be all, bro. When there's a whole bigger world out there, you just got to be willing to explore that bitch.
I don't think niggas just gave up.
Not at all.
No, as a whole, as a whole, the results show that we've given up. Not saying we're purposely giving up. As a whole, the results show. Sir, we own less than 1% of the land in America. By 2035, we are not going to own nothing. So 30 years ago, we actually owned 22% of the land.
You say 30 years ago, we owned 22% of the land.
I could be out, but we own way more percent. We went from a certain percent owning a certain percentage of land as black people to owning like less than 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Because nigga was broke, they had to sell it.
And when you speak of land, what you saying? Farmland,
farmland, property, just in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to remember, most black land, most landlords looked like you at one point.
So what happened to them people though?
What you think happened?
What happened was they value money over the land.
Thank you. You got to think about it.
So they were just trying to get a quick dollar.
No, the people of that particular town would probably try to buy the land from them. They would buy everything around them, and therefore leaving that person with just that person on that particular land. Eventually, you're going to end up selling out. You got to. I mean,
what they call it though,
putting the pressure on.
You got to realize.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Before gentrification, they gentrificated the mind, because what they did was everybody over there in Fifth Ward, Trinity Garden, because all our people had property over there. My grandpa had about 3 of them. But guess what my mama said? I ain't staying around no Fifth Ward. She moved to Kingwood, Humble.
And
you
that's
see what I'm saying? And then when grandpa died, how you think she thought about that shit out there? The Mexicans say, here go 10,000. All right, it's cool. It's worth 60. It's worth 80, but they don't give a fuck because they don't see value in it because they like, that's the ghetto. You see what I'm saying? You
but look at what they're doing to it.
I know the Mexicans got it. I'm just saying, but my parents, our parents, was taught to get up out of there and go to better. I'm talking about they in Spring, they in Woodlands. Come on, man, we could have made all that right there.
I'm a victim. I'm in Pearland area. I'm a victim.
That's what Grandpa did. He bought all the lots around him, just kept buying them. And when he died, the kids just sold them out. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I'm a strong believer in. When you get your money, fuck one to run, go live with white folks.
Buy some earth.
Build up around you. I believe in it. Yeah, for sure.
I wish I would have known what I know now. I wish I'd have known it then, because I would have done something similar to that. I was always, most of us, it's what we brainwash. We brainwash to think that, oh, I want better. I want better school district. I want this. I want that. I'm looking for this. So yeah, we moved to those Kingwoods, those Sugarlands, those Woodlands. We moved to these areas.
Guess what?
Thinking that we're getting that.
We hated ourselves because did you know that originally Fifth Ward had its own hospitals, own dentists, own nurse, had its own high school, had its own colleges, had its own shopping area. It was a city within itself.
Remember we was talking about that earlier, Yogi?
Tell me why they sold their property, moved out elsewhere, and then that's how it became a hood, because the people who couldn't afford to move out
Had to stay in.
Had to stay in, and then
But
that's when time.
So you saying
That's my point, though. That's my
Bill
point.
Wall
though.
been a hook all his life.
point about
Rock.
it is
Don't get
this.
it
No,
twisted.
it has not. No, it has
Y'all-
That's
not.
bullshit.
Hold on, bro.
I'm born and raised. That motherfucker been shit.
So trust and
Yeah.
like I ain't gonna say trust, my bad trust. But y'all
Mhm.
say like motherfuckers get to a point where they can get out of that shit and go move to the white people land, right?
Mhm.
And like y'all say, oh, just stay there and build. But
Mhm.
that goes to the point me and Carla was talking about earlier, man. Niggas, it's hard to do that around a bunch of niggas because you got to worry about different crimes, robberies, motherfuckers breaking in your house. You can't even go to your car with motherfucker putting a gun in your face. And see, Quality said something to me, bro, and it was a great point, man. The place, the neighborhood don't make it the hood. It's the people that makes it the fucking hood. So that's why people, when they get they hit that point of money, they get the fuck out because they don't want to be around this shit.
Mhm.
And then what's the point of building that if niggas ain't gonna do nothing but tear it the fuck down? That's a
And-
wasted investment,
okay.
don't you
Here's
think?
my
Now.
response.
Okay, no, let me respond. I wanted to respond to him.
Okay, go ahead.
Like minds attract.
Mm.
Like minds attract. So if you doing your thing right, and you getting with other like minds in your community who doing y'all thing, and y'all stop motherfuckers from we not gonna allow motherfuckers from tearing up our community. We're not gonna allow bullshit. See, we gotta stop overlooking bullshit. Now that's something I agree with Rock on you know what I'm saying? Calling out the bullshit. Okay, Joe Blow want to sell drugs across the street. I'm gonna walk across the street, let Joe Blow look. I don't know what you doing, but we building up over here. This shit ain't gonna go down right here.
Understood.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lil Poo Poo and them want to hang at the motherfucking store, bringing down your property value. Check Lil Poo Poo and them ass on that shit, man. Y'all
Lil
can y'all
Poo
ain't
got
doing
them
it. 'Cause
switches
guess
now.
what? Your ass
He
go
got
to
them
River
switches.
Oaks thinking you gonna hang out at the store, do all that shit. We call them Karens. Karen gonna pull up and let you know. We don't do that over here.
Yeah.
But think about it, Trust. Lil Poo Poo and them got them switches.
Quality, we got guns too. That ain't shit.
Let me help you out
Okay,
there.
what's it? All of a sudden now the war's against us. Now we going to war against us.
No, this is what we do, Quality. Instead of being so anti-cop, we need to work with the good cops, build a rapport, and have them assist us when we need them. And it makes their job easier.
Hey,
So
keep
Yogi,
this.
so
Hey,
Yogi,
keep this,
hold
Quality.
on, Rich. Give me 1 second, Rich. Give me 1 second,
I
please.
want to respond to what you said.
Okay, I'm gonna let you do that. Give me 1 second. I just want to make this analogy right quick. Me and Yogi was talking about once again. We clearly we had a conversation earlier, and we were talking to something similar about this. But you remember the Lions? I told you about the Lions. Okay, so you got a man in front of you, right? And this man is looking behind him, and it's like 1 million lions. Now, all these lions ain't hungry. All of them don't want you, but it's like maybe that one right there is a good line, and that one is a good line, and those two back there, they good lines. But you got 1,000 fucking lions behind you. You're not gonna stop to try to figure out which one the good one.
You're not finna
so
stop.
when you say that about the good cops, that's what I mean about the good
cops.
Wait a second.
I personally know several cops. That wasn't the best analogy, fam.
Let me finish. If you allow me to finish, you might can understand a little better. You gotta allow me to finish. Okay, so now with that analogy you say about the good cops and all that there, it's not as easy as you think to identify who's the good and who's the bad when it's so many of them that do so much bad. See, when we getting killed and stuff like that and all that there, just because just who we are, that's not. I mean, it's hard to identify who is good and who ain't when they all got guns and they all pointing them at you.
Quality. Hold on, Rich. I gotta let me rebuttal.
Rich. Oh, go ahead.
Hold on. I gotta rebuttal. Quality.
Rich,
how many times in your lifetime have you got stopped?
Good.
I don't know. You want me to come to you with a specific number? A bunch.
Just guess.
A bunch.
10, 20, just say a number.
That's a number good one. 10, 20, 30.
The fuck nigga confused. I got to think is it 10, 20, or 30?
Whatever number you come up with, that's the motherfucking number. Go with what your statement is. I just said one of them numbers. Go with it.
Okay. Let me use somebody else then. Okay. Big
Can I? I'm gonna lose my train of thought.
This question. You tell me, how many times can you guess have you been stopped by the police?
150,492. No, I'm just playing.
How many times?
Nah, man. Lifetime.
Just a guess.
I say about a good hundo, maybe less.
Damn, nigga, you worse than me. So, out of those 100 times, how many times out of those 100 times
every time
was those officers made you feel like your life was at threat, or they was assholes?
I probably threaten theirs. I don't fuck with police, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna give you an honest answer. I feel like I'm always threatened when it comes to a cop, bro. That's just me. Nah, bro, that's just
doing this, dog.
Nah, that's not, bro. Look, you asked the question, I answered that bitch to the best of my ability, man. I always feel like a
threat, bro. The question. Ask Rich.
I'm gonna use me an example. I give up on y'all niggas right now. Let me use me as an example. Let's just say I got stopped. Let's say, and I know it hasn't been this many times, but let's say I done got stopped 50 times by the police. Out of those 50 times in my entire life, maybe 5 gave me a fucking problem or had my life, I felt like my life was on the line. I think sometimes we really over-exaggerate that police shit, bro. I really do. Hold on, let me finish. I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, let me tell you why I got stopped 50 times. The reason I got stopped 50 times was area, time of day or night I was out, the lifestyle that I was living, and the areas that I was choosing to dwell in. Nigga, if you live or if you dwelling or hanging in a high crime area, what the fuck do you think that you're gonna get stopped more?
And it's just because I'm in that time and frame.
That's not justification, though, right?
I'm just going to say it. It's not. I was just going to say it.
I'm responding to the narrative that majority of the cops are bad and all cops bad.
Man, and then you also got to put in the factor too. Hold up, man. Before I say anything, Rich, man, what's up? What you got, bro? Because you've been trying.
Yeah, because Rich been holding for a long time. We ain't even letting my man talk.
My boy cut off the camera on us. He said, "Fuck y'all."
He know what he doing.
I was smoking some drugs. What's going on,
he
brother? What's happening, brother?
What you say? What you wanted to say, man?
I was way back at another point.
Way back in the sea. I feel you, Rich. I understand that.
Somewhere. I was just talking about the neighborhood stuff, but y'all went somewhere else. So.
But see, like Rock, you also got to put into play with that too. Everything you just said, you also got to think about what we see too. We see a lot of people, a lot of black people getting gunned down by policemen.
I'm not lying, Yogi.
That's what I'm saying. That shit plays into the.
I got a case. I sued cops. I got beat by them, nigga.
So we scared of the uniform, Rock. It's not that we, you say that there's no fear, but there is fear. We're fear of the uniform. We're in fear of the light that come behind it. That's what we're doing right around.
Work with them, you thinking everybody cops. Kenfo, I have personal relationship. I fear just as many niggas as I do cops, but I still fuck with niggas. That don't mean I'm gonna entirely stop fucking with niggas. So if we ain't gonna make no excuse to stop fucking with niggas, why we gonna make an excuse to stop fucking with cops when look, this is business.
My dad was a cop, so I ain't never stopped fucking with him.
I'm a nigga. I'm not a cop.
When I'm saying we need to work with the cops in the community. How can you not work with the cops in the community? If you want the community,
all of them don't mean well.
We can't be the police, so we got to work with the police. Who are the police?
And I understand what you're saying. Quality, all of them don't mean well, but at the end of the day, the police is a piece on the chessboard. And if you're gonna play chess, you can't ignore pieces on the board. You gotta learn to work every piece on the board, and that's a piece we gotta learn to work. You know what I'm saying? Like I think it was a couple weeks ago we was talking about how Italians started to raise some of their kids to go be police.
Be cops.
Be cops. If you look at the police force today, a lot of Hispanics right now are raising their kids and they're going to join the force. You see what I'm saying?
And that's a good thing.
I'm not against it. I'm not against it. But the narrative we teach our kids, you know, that's just like when I was young and we played cops and robbers. Nobody want to be the cop. Nobody want to be the cop. We make it to our kids where it's uncool to be a police. Like right now, I ain't gonna put it on all of us, but I done heard a lot of parents where their kids be like, I want to look little bitty kids. I want to be the police. You don't want to be a motherfucker police.
Thank you.
So we drilling in their head from a young age that this ain't what they want to do. But if you want to be a police, okay, baby, we're gonna make sure you be the best police you gonna be. You get what I'm saying? And allow these kids to go be polices and do these kind of things. You see what I'm saying? That starts to change the narrative. That starts to change the narrative. You know,
I agree with what you're saying there.
Because at the end of the day, police ain't going nowhere.
I agree with what you're saying. And I'm gonna say this as my last point, and I'm gonna leave it alone after this. I agree with what you're saying, both of you, Rock and Trust. I agree 1,000% with what you're saying. So don't take this as I'm giving y'all some sort of I'm fighting back or nothing. It ain't none of that. I'm gonna put this fact on you. The way we as people are raised, we are power strucken by money and power. Money and power. So you give a person power and you give the wrong person power. So now those same kids that you raising, if you ain't raised them right and they don't understand that part, you give the wrong person power, it tends to go to their heads. As it goes to their heads, other power type of things happen where mistakes can be made. And they're made because we're not all, you got to understand. Everything that's said on this show, I'm not arguing anybody. I'm just giving my point. And sometimes it can come off as we're arguing with one another because of how passionate we become. Yeah, because we're passionate. But it's not necessarily an argument. It's more of we just got different opinions. And some of us are even stronger on those opinions. But sometimes we have to be, as a person, able to understand. Although I may not agree. I may not agree with what Yogi say all the time, or what Trust say, or Rich, or Rock. I may not agree all the time, but I am strong enough to understand where they're coming from.
Mm-hmm.
I don't always understand where you're coming from. I'm gonna keep it a bean. And some shit
I ain't even hear. What he say?
I'm challenging, nigga. Fuck that. Because I'm listen, bro. For a race of people to be anti-police is extremely oxymoronic and it's backwards conditional thinking, dog. Like Trust said, you can't. If the pieces is on the chessboard, you got to play with those pieces. Why out of all the pieces on the board, we want to go against the grain with one of the most powerfulest fucking pieces on the chessboard? That's insane to me. If anybody ever read the 40 laws of power, they would understand this clearly. It wouldn't even be a debate. If you read the 48 laws of power, you really respond, like if you really process it, you would never fix your mouth to be talking about to be anti-crime. You would. I can't see it. Anybody ever read that book?
Yes, man.
One of my favorites.
Yes, but let me tell you this here.
You cannot do that because then that goes against what you need.
Rock.
You got to play the game.
Rock. You disconnected from what's going on. Every dude on this panel said they've been arrested damn near 100 times. I mean, or messed with by the police 100 times.
Disconnected, nigga.
Hold on, listen to me, man, so you can get connected.
You say shit that's fuck. You lie. I'm not. Now go ahead, nigga. You gotta start saying shit that's facts and don't be making up shit like y'all always do. I'm not.
What did I make up? What the fuck did I make up? I said you disconnected to
say your point,
this
Rich.
conversation, man.
Rich, come on, say your point. Because if you go with him, you already know where you're going.
I'm not disconnected.
A nigga can't
Just say your
understand
Rich.
that
If you go there with him, you know where you're going, Rich.
He should have said I'm disconnected.
Fuck that. If you ain't never had if you ain't never had a good experience with something over and over and over and over and over and over, and everybody else having the same experience, you can't say that's good. You can't say I trust that. You can't say I believe that. So they started out by capturing slaves. That was the first police. We ain't never had good. Hey man, come on. Oh my God. I'm talking about it's not a good thing, dude. Ain't nobody, they never meant us no good. So how can we say it's good if it never meant us no good? And they tell you like that. Knee on the neck. The nigga got whooped in Los Angeles, started a ride. We ain't got to act about them. That's what I'm saying. Now, just because it's not right here next door to you, that shit do happen. And I'm not saying we're not at fault. I'm not saying they're at fault. It should happen. But what I'm saying is, as a black experience in America, if you ask the average black guy his view on the police, it's not good. And you know what? It's not nobody else's fault. We grew up in the ghetto. We grew up with crime, and they grew up thinking all niggas are this way. So who wrong and who right? You understand? The white boy that grew up and ain't never saw niggas, and his daddy told niggas ain't shit, niggas ain't no good. He become a cop. When he see you, what he think? He trained to think that way. No good. Now you can change his mind. Y'all get to talking and talk country and y'all love each other. He'll be like, okay, he'll warm up to you. But out the TOP top, you a nigga and he coming at you just like that. And you can be yes, sir, no, sir, and calm the situation down. I'm not saying escalate it. I'm just saying the average black person does not have a good experience with the law. Because when the law comes, it's either they did something, doing something, or finna do something. So we can't have a good experience with the law. You know what I'm saying? And everybody black don't have a cop in their family to say, my brother or my cousin a cop, I understand it. We don't have that luxury. Like said, we can't stop nobody from being shit. Because now, like they said, it's a lot of Mexicans and a lot of young black dudes being cops now. It's turning. But that's just a day of a different color. But back when we was talking about, it's no way in the 80s, you grew up in the 80s, you could trust the law. Because everybody stole crack and we was hiding from the law. They had the job. We built our relationship right there. What you said?
We're in 2025.
I wouldn't give a fuck. That relationship was built right there in 88. You think that relationship changed? You think your criminal record changed when they run that motherfucker? They say, okay, you a criminal. I don't care how you change that. Your paperwork say you're a criminal. Y'all made that up right then. I don't care what you go get.
Hey, but do you think, Rich, that encouraging more of our young boys and girls to actually go and be cops?
Yes,
do you think that would change?
Excuse me. I begged both of my boys. They told me I was crazy in a motherfucker.
Yeah.
They thought I was just really bullshitting. I begged them. And you know why? I said, y'all like to play with guns and y'all like to fight. Y'all need to go be cops. I said, we need some good cops, and y'all good dudes. I said, go do that.
Like to play with guns, they like to fight?
Right now, my baby boy who's 21, his partner played football with him. The dude played football with him, went and became a cop, and he hang with him. You know what he tell me every time, Dad? I might need to go down that road. I said, yeah, because he sees his homeboy. Guess what? He come by in the precinct car. He allowed. He went to school with him. I mean, listen, hey man, that man acts just like them youngsters. He doing it, but he allowed.
But he allowed.
And my son see, oh man, it ain't what I thought. I said, I tried to tell you. But now, you know, my son looking at his mama, brother, you know, D-boy 10 toes down. He don't like the law. You know, his cousin he hang with, they don't like the law. Daddy trying to tell you, you know, but he looking at you, nigga, you've been a criminal too. So I'm like, okay, you know, but you know, I hope it changed. You know, be a cop. Everybody can't rap. Everybody
got to start pushing.
Yeah, lawyers, doctors.
We got to start pushing them kind of narratives.
We don't have not one black grocery store. We don't have not one black bus service. We don't have not one black airplane shit. We don't have one black all mile. We don't have nothing for us. Everything we do, we spend with somebody else.
So why? Because as a whole, the black people problem is we complain and don't support at the same fucking time.
I don't see black people as complaining.
I don't see them complaining at all.
As a whole,
niggas just don't. I think as a whole, niggas just don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck. It's more I don't give a fuck about it than anything.
I said two things. I said complain and don't support. That's a combination.
Yeah.
It can be 50-50, 70-30. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna ask you something.
You don't get no goddamn way if we keep living in the motherfucking past.
Let me ask you this.
Looking in the goddamn rear view. If we keep looking in the rear view, we're gonna run into something.
We're not looking in the review. Niggas don't know how to support.
Nigga, your whole soliloquy was a review. You went back to slavery and you weren't even a slave back then.
That's all you heard. That's sad that you missed all that in there.
That's all you
I hate that you missed all that valuable fucking information.
You a
and all you heard was Kunta Kinte. All you heard was
you have won. You have won Super Bowl medals in the Victim Olympics. You're an undefeated champion in the Victim Olympics.
I swear I don't speak for no victims. I ain't never been a victim.
You do so much victim talking.
I don't do victim
talk.
talk.
You the same nigga was defending Boosie, bitch ass.
That's victim talk. I said what I said.
He been through a lot, Boosie, man, that's my guy. You got to give him a chance, man. He doing, he take care of the kids. His ass doing time.
At the end of the day, Rock, he did say Boosie was wrong.
Yeah.
He said Boosie can do no wrong.
No, that's what he said at first. That last show, that we had where Boosie did that other stupid shit.
No wrong.
He got him. He fucked me up because I was trying.
He did do wrong. Because that was a stewhead mistake for him to be a G like he supposed to be. Certain mistakes you can't make. And you on my list like that. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to be a little sharper than that. You know what I'm saying? Look, you trick yourself out of whole bag, man. You trick yourself out of Summers because he on that crying talking about he don't want the promoters to pull out. I'm still gonna be around, to do the concerts. Yeah, you nigga now they want their money back. Them advance, they want that back. So he did it with it right now.
Come on, let's go to our next one.
Yeah.
All right, mute your mic. We're finna go to the next topic. Good shit, y'all.